Hello ladies and gents, DK86 right back here with you, and today I'm unboxing and reviewing the Elgato wait, that's the old one. No one wants that one. This is old. The Elgato HD60. Oh yes. Okay, so as you saw from the intro, I already have the Gamecapture HD, which I've been using this whole time. The Gamecapture HD goes all the way up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. The main selling point of the HD60, however, is that it goes to 1080p 60 frames per second. First of all, I want to show you the difference between the two, what you get in each box, and then I'll show you the software that you use with the HD60 so you can see how it works, and I'll end the video by showing you an example of gameplay recorded with the HD60, and that will be at 1080p 60 frames per second. It's not that the old Elgato can't do 60 frames per second, but it can only do 60 frames per second at 720p. 1080p 60, 720p 60, 1080p 30. So let's have a look at the devices in the box. So you open this up. Your skills immortalized. They really know how to sell this stuff. So you open it up and you've got the HD60 there, and inside the box you have a very long USB cable for the device. The one that comes with the standard HD is actually about 1 meter longer than this one. You get a HDMI cable and a sticker. And I don't know anyone who's ever used that. So that's the device right there. You might have noticed that you don't get a software CD with this because you have to download the software off the net. So that's everything in the box with the HD60. With the HD standard, however, you do get, that's the standard HD60. You do get long USB cable, but you also get an AV cable, so you can use it with the PS3. This is the PS3 adapter right here, and you get component adapters as well. You don't get any of that with the HD60. So yeah, the HD60 is really aimed at the next gen market. You can't really call it next gen anymore though, can you? Well, the Xbox One and PS4. It'll also work with the Wii U, and it'll work with, well, pretty much any device that uses HDMI and doesn't have odd DRM and that sort of stuff. So aesthetically, the HD60 is obviously newer, it's more aesthetically pleasing, and I think it just generally looks a lot nicer. As you can see, the standard HD model is slightly bulkier. It has an AV in, HDMI in and out, and the USB right there, and that's about it. They're about the same size, to be honest. This one has HDMI in and out, just like the standard HD, but it's got the USB, and instead of having the AV in, it's got audio in right here, which is for analog audio, and you can use it for your chat headset. So yeah, that's well, that's upside down. That's the difference between the two, really. You can't really say much about these two because they're so damn small, and there isn't really much more I can say. So right now, let's move on to the software for the HD60. I'll show you how it works when it's connected to an Xbox One, and finally I'll show you how the recorded gameplay comes out. So yeah, let's go and take a look at that. Okay, so right now we're going to have a look at the Elgato Gamecapture software. So I've got the icon right here. So what you do is you connect your Xbox One up to the Elgato, and the Elgato is connected to the PC with a USB cable. You launch the software, and this is what you're presented with. And over here on the left hand side where it says "1 moment please," this is where you can see what's happening on your Xbox. So right now I've got it on the menu for Star Wars Battlefront, and over here you can see it's recording the game audio. You can record live commentary here, so I've got a Blue Yeti microphone plugged in, so you can see that there. Over here you can see it's recording 1080p 60 frames per second. You can go ahead and click that and it gives you some more information up here. You can click this gear down here, and this is where you can set up your recording. So you can put it on the Xbox One profile. It pretty much does everything for you. Game audio,
analog audio, that's if you've got anything plugged into the analog port on your Elgato. Showed you that earlier. HDMI color range, blah blah blah. To be honest, you can leave all of these on their default settings, but they seem to work quite well. Some other settings you have are up here, so you can pick where you want your capture file saved and all that sort of stuff. It also has something called flashback recording, which is quite cool. So if you click the gear up here on the top right, you can enable it by ticking this box. I've got mine disabled right now because I don't really use it. But flashback recording basically allows your Elgato software to record your gameplay non-stop, and then if you do something cool, you can go back, click record, and it'll save that video file for you, so you don't have to remember to record. It's recording all the time, and then if something cool happens, or if you want to save a moment in your game, then you can just go back and save it. Once you have recorded a video file or some gameplay, you click edit up here on the top right, and then that takes you to your recording. So I've got one recording that's already here, and you can scrub through the recording down here on the bottom. And this is from a video that I recorded earlier. This was about the Elite controller, so I actually recorded it with this Elgato. You can do some basic editing down here as well, so you can snip the footage, you can crop things and blah blah blah. And then when you're finally done with that, you can name it and you can share it to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You can email it to someone, and you can save it in different formats, so you can save it as a full-size MP4 and whatnot. Going back to the capture tab, if you see over here, it says live streaming. So with your Elgato, you can actually live stream, and you can live stream directly to all of these services. So you've got Twitch, YouTube, Ustream, Dailymotion, and I don't know what this one is. And while you're streaming, you can have different overlays on your stream. So for example, they've got some default ones down here on this row over here. So if I click one of them, you'll see that there's an Elgato gaming logo that's come up on the screen. Or you can put it down there, you can put it there, and you can add your own as well. And that's about it for this software. It's really good, it works really well, it's never really crashed on me. Yeah, so that's about it for this section of the video. Now I'll have about 30 seconds of gameplay recorded with the Elgato HD60, so you can see the quality. I think it's going to be Halo 5 or Destiny or something, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the quality.
Okay, so now that you've seen an example of the quality that the HD60 records at, and a brief overview of the software it uses and how to record and blah blah blah, I think I'll sum up. HD60 is by far a fantastic device. It does everything you want it to, and it does it really well. I was really happy with the original Elgato, but I did feel the need to upgrade to get 1080p at 60 frames per second, because that seems to be all that's important nowadays. So yeah, the HD60 is a really good buy. I bought it in the Amazon sale for £93. It usually retails for between 130 and 150. I'll stick some details up on the screen for all you Americans and give you the dollar value. But yeah, the HD60 is really good, records in the H.264 format, and yeah, it does a really good job overall, as you have just seen. So yeah, do you have the HD60? Do you want the HD60? I think it's a really good device, and if you're interested in recording gameplay from your Xbox One or PS4, I highly recommend it. There is a HD60 Pro that you can buy, which is actually like a PCI card, which has instant pass-through, so there's no delay on your screen when you're recording. Whereas this one doesn't. On your computer screen, it will be slightly delayed by a few seconds compared to what's on your TV screen. But yeah, HD60 I think is great. If you haven't got one and you're interested, I would recommend the HD60 over this one. But to be honest, if you're not interested in 1080p 60 and you're doing 720p 60 or even 1080p 30, then this one's not a bad bet. But to be honest, the price difference is quite negligible these days. So yeah, ELGATO HD60, I love it, I think it's great. Please leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts on the HD60 or ELGATO in general, and your thoughts on this video. Please like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you hated it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DK86, bye. Oh wait, I said that wrong. Bye.